Guthrum's call. It is good to see you. And you, Soma.
Whoops, I fast traveled and thought I would not trigger a cutscene. Whoops.
Was blood spilled? No. We took Wareham without resistance. These Saxons accompany their lord as we stand beside Guthrum. So this ford is not the sum of his ambitions. Guthrum's plan is to bring the Saxons to the table. If he can win the peace without
greetings.
fight, he will do so. And how likely is that? Just now they sit on their thumbs in the church, talking in circles. Come, I will take you to him. Who is Guthrum meeting here? Is it Alfred? That's right. The king of the West Saxons has agreed to negotiate. Seems we have him on the back foot. Guthrum should be careful. Alfred speaks with Loki's tongue. Guthrum is not a babe at teat, Eivor. Nor is Alfred. If he has come, it is for his own advantage. Then give us
I have my horse skull back.
Guthrum, show us strength. The king of Hayseeds will soon be humbled. Trust me.
I feel like I might have my horse skull back.
We took this town as if it were a straw hall. Do not challenge me, Elf King.
Your show of swagger and strength has my attention, Guthrum. But we agreed on terms. What more do you want?
The crown of Wessex.
Wessex has a king, and that king has the backing of the Almighty. Yours is a fever dream, Dane.
Guthrum does not negotiate with oathbreakers, men whose words are only shadows of their faults.
Ah, Eivor. Our blunted tool returns, Lord.
I have given you all I care to. A Danegeld to leave Wareham. You swore an oath upon the cross, and that pagan hammer.
And when you scurry back to whatever shit-soaked hovel you
Rude.
crawled from, we will release your men.
Speak again, handmaid, and I will feed your tongue to Eivor's raven.
A fair trade. We already have your cock.
Are we done with this pissing
Da 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 da.
Guthrum has given you his word. He will honor it. We will leave this town.
You have one day. Do not test the king's patience further, or our men will return to Wareham with force.
And if you doubt my conviction, know that the Avon River near Uffentune runs red with the blood of your countrymen. Their
Bye.
commander, what did his men cry as he fell? Ula? Uba? Yes, that was it. Remember, you have taken my silver. In return, I expect your honor. I will await news of your
Everybody
retreat.
dies.
Uber dead? It cannot be. Gods, I will tear that Saxon skin from his bones if this is true.
Alfred hisses with a snake tongue, but he gains nothing from this lie. When news of this spreads through the camp, no Saxon will survive the day. You swore upon the cross.
Oh, I have no intention of cowing to that milk sack. Now more than ever, I will take his throne and his head.
In Winchester, Alfred used me as a tool and cast me aside. So let the betrayer be betrayed. We will burn this village to the ground. After that, we take care of Alfred.
Alright, let's party.
Burn Wareham to the ground! Make it a Saxon pyre! Leave nothing standing!
And now it is end, and you will feel my axe in your gut, piglet.
I think it's not burning because it's like raining. So that's moderately amusing.
For Uber, every great Norse you sent to Valhalla.
Fire and flame! Burn it all!
Hey buddy, you should move.
Remain steadfast.
Leave nothing standing!
Lord Jesus Christ, help me stand against the filthy heathen.
Let vengeance hear your swords.
Lord Jesus Christ, help me stand against the filthy heathen. Time to die, black idiots.
Fire
Yeah.
and flame. Burn it all.
Punch that man in the face.
Your swords.
Not steal our land.
It's too late, little man. Our gods have spoken with war and wit. This is our England now.
My blood needs fire.
Fire and flame. Burn it all.
Cooling in the sodden field. You'll burn
Yep.
in hell, traitorous scum. I will feast on your mother in Valhalla.
Pardon me. Wow, what an arm.
We should find Soma. Stand firm, all! Do not lose your nerve! This place has routed Soma. Good work. We leave now. There are forest ruins just east of here, along the road. Come on, men, move!
Man had no arms by the end of that conversation. Oh, east. Oh, hey.
Saxons ahead!
Not a lot of them, though.
All we meet sent to their god. Let us keep moving. The ruins are close. Keep more Saxons. Throw your weapons. The ruins are close. Keep moving.
Pardon me.
Where is your king now, Saxons? Cowering like a mouse.
Very rude.
His blood soaks your soil.
Don't really understand how that missed me, but I'm not gonna complain about it. Are more people? I thought we got them all.
We can rest here a moment. Now, tell me what you know of that breaker of rings. Weak and wretched troll.
Alfred is a wily fox. He appears frail, but draws upon an inner strength. He'll not be easy to oust.
Fury will fuel my army and my claim.
It will not be enough. You must find a weakness.
Yes, that is why I called you here. Do you balk at the opportunity to bury the Saxon king?
I must first hear a plan to balk at.
Alfred spoke of Chippenham, a squat hovel of sheep and peasants.
So why does he go there and not to Winchester? Your scouts must know they're the best in England.
A holiday feast, their Saxon Christ Mass. Alfred
Hey.
seals by the fire, while Uba lies cold in an English field.
I have called upon my allies to join us in this fight, but I must know where to send them. Is Chippenham our final prize?
It is. But I will need my men for the coming fight as well. The hostages Alfred took. If there is a chance to save them.
You will not lose more friends today. Where are they held?
A place further ahead through this forest. They call it Hampton Blockade.
Alright, let's
Sona,
party.
ride north to the Thames and lead my allies south. They should be gathered by now. I will.
Gather on the river passing Chippenham. The rest of you set up camp there. I called you Raven Feeder once. At Porchester, you were as hot-headed as Thor. You have become a true leader, Eivor.
There's much to come, Guthrum, before we can rest with meat in our hands and songs in our ears.
I will crush Alfred's skull with my bare hands if
What
Uber
about
is
me?
dead.
Cease, we cannot dwell on this. Even if
I'll
it's
check.
true. If you want the throne, only...
Oh, I don't have my horse skull anymore.
Oh, bloody
Looked like I
Wrath
did,
will
though.
steal it. I will follow this Alfred.
Oh, it's just like right over here.
Burns within me.
A wise man once told me, we do not dash ourselves against hopeless courses. We arrive unexpected, strike swift.
You turn my words against me now, Wolf-Kissed.
I took them to heart in my darkest times, my friend.
And Sigurd? He is back with you?
My
Not really.
brother's story is a long one, and for another time. Ridding the land of a strong ruler will make Wessex harder to tame.
You almost sound like you respect him, Eivor.
Bad wolfies. Why are there so many wolves?
I have come to understand the trials of leadership, Guthrum. It is hard not to, when you cradle something as fragile as life within your hands.
Yeah,
Asked about this
kind
land,
of
my
figured.
friend.
There. This is the blockade. The hostages must be in these buildings. What is your plan?
We can tread quietly, so as not to alert the guards. But I can raid this place in moments with my crew.
I will follow your
This
lead.
place is heavily guarded.
What? Not getting away from me!
Skulking.
These Saxons deserve compassion. I will wash my blade.
Enough skulking. We didn't really skulk like at all, but enough of it. Ow. Resume skulking. Hey, hi. You just psychically murder that man with the force. Whoops.
Some of your men.
Yeah.
You are a true friend. Thank you.
Go to the camp near Chippenham. Find your countrymen there.
Good. We'll pay back the Saxons for the insults they heaped on us.
There is a campsite up north by Chippenham. Go there.
As long as I can cut some Saxons down, I don't care where we face them.
It's really dark down there. Whee! Hey, hi.
Guthrum's men.
Aye.
Free us and we will fight by your side. Every Saxon who spat at me will die.
You'll have your chance, but don't be foolhardy. Let your steps take you far from here, to our camp near Chippenham.
I feel like they spelled that differently in that
Your
subtitle.
families will raise a cup to you.
I need no thanks, Guthrum. Let us speak more when we are safely away.
Can you move? You moving? Hello? Nope. There he goes. Where are we going? Seems like a very roundabout way to get places.
We're safe here. You should join your people at the camp. Even a surprise takes preparation.
Your bravery, your leadership, Eivor. You wear it well. You have grown much since last we spoke.
You judged me fairly, Guthrum. Harsh though your words were. But I do not make the same mistake twice.
How is your brother Sigurd?
He lives. A changed man. He is free of full
He's somewhere in
consent.
Norway,
That at least was a deed well done.
hanging out with his wife.
In the end, everything we have done, everything we have sacrificed to win this land. Sometimes I dream of soothed black furrowed earth and blood seeping from seedlings, poisoning our future.
We must believe our way of life will survive. Our fates are woven, but our deeds forge our destiny.
And so to our final battle. We will wait for you at the camp.
All right.
West of Affentoon. I feel the worst. I must know.
Hello.
Hello.
How's it going?
Well, we did the first of the 2 missions of this section.
Okay. I saw a guy over there asking you, like, oh man, do you think all this is going to be worth it in the end? And all I could think of was, like, no. No, these hundreds of hours will not have been worth it.
Ba-da-da-da-da. I was thinking about this last night.
Uh-huh.
This is Stephen King's Assassin's Creed.
Ah! God. You know, I can see that.
Because it's just like, someone showed up and was like, hey, check this out, I got my 3,000-page Assassin's Creed book. And they're like...
It's like, you probably could have just made it less than... No? Okay.
This is, like, people say, like, Kojima needs an editor. No, whoever made this needs an editor.
Well, that's the thing. Maybe they saved on the budget by getting rid of all of their editors, and now they can make even longer games. TFP, everyone knows a game's not an epic unless it's hundreds of hours.
I don't know, Paradise Killer
That's why-
was, like, 9 hours, and that was nice.
TFP, that's why you know that A Way Out was terrible and a joke, because it was over in, like, a very brisk, like, what? How long was that game?
6 hours?
Yeah, like 6 to 8, I would say 8 if you're generous.
8 if you,
I would
like,
say 6
spend
is
a
good.
lot of
6 is a
time,
good, yeah.
like, playing Connect 4 and whatnot.
Yeah. But, I mean, obviously that game was worthless. compared to this
I would rather play a way
juggernaut,
out.
this titan of a game.
I would rather play a way out again than this.
Oh yeah, obviously. But someone somewhere thinks that more game is better game.
Eivor, you made it unscathed.
And here's the thing, I don't always disagree with that.
All over
Yeah.
England.
If it is a game that I find the gameplay very fun, then I'm always glad when there's more to play. But maybe make that more to play more optional and not required. Like, if this game had, like, a 40-hour main story and then all the rest of the stuff was optional nonsense, that'd be one thing.
I mean, that's kind of how Odyssey was. Whereas, like,
Yeah.
Odyssey is
Which
massive.
was a better game.
But it's like...
Do you remember how that was a better game?
I do remember how that was a better game. But it's like, like
Tyranny of this
Odyssey was big, but I wanted to explore that world, you know?
Yeah.
So what is the plan?
This game is big, and
It's their feast day.
early on I was like, I wanted to explore the world, and now it's like, no, I just want to get this over with.
now.
That is
It
not
reminds me of the
so
Shadow of
fast-paced
War
paths of the village.
Where, did you get to the part where you see how big that game is?
Yes.
We will strike.
That was about the
Okay,
time where I
yeah.
was like, I'm gonna stop playing Shadow of War for a while, because it's like, oh,
Same.
Lord.
I finished the first area, saw that there were like 14 more of those to do or some shit,
Alfred.
did
was like-
one more of those areas, and then said, okay, I'm good.
Then quietly through the fields.
Man, Shadow of Mordor was alright, though. You know how many areas it had? Like 2.
You know, here's the thing. I think Shadow of War is basically hands down better than Shadow of Mordor in a lot of ways. There are ways in which it is worse. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
I think that they went way overboard with the like orc introductions.
Yes.
There's one of the like special captain orcs is like a bard who like plays an instrument and sings a rhyme at you whenever you fight him, and he does it every time you encounter him, and it just takes way too long, and the dialogue is bad, and the voice acting is bad, and you just hate it, and you wish there was a button you could hit to skip it, but you can't. And it's the worst thing, because it's like, I would get to the point where I would see that like an enemy captain appeared, and they were one of those fucking bards, and I'd be like, is there a way I can just kill him before he gets to talk? Because if I don't one-shot him, he's gonna talk, and I hate it. And the far too few were the times that I could actually kill them before they got to sing. In the original game, they kept those introductions short and sweet, and it was very easy to just kind of blow through.
Yeah.
It's just like, alright, you see a guy, they say a line, and then you fight.
I feel like
Some of those motherfuckers in Shadow of War like to monologue.
Yeah, they do. So I feel like the ideal one of those Middle-earth games is just you take the world of and the levels of Shadow of Mordor and then add in like some of the skill stuff from Shadow of War. Like, I like all the different ways you can set up your what gives you finishers.
Mhm.
I like all the different ways you can set up, like, oh, my bow does this, my sword does this, etc., etc.
Yeah.
But just, there's so much Shadow of War.
There's a lot of it.
Also, I don't know if I would like those games more or less if I actually knew anything about Lord of the Rings.
I'm gonna say you'd probably like them less.
Fair. I do like that I can kind of tell, like, based on characters' names, if they, I can feel like I can kind of suss out whether they are a real Lord of the Rings character or a made up for the video game Lord of the Rings character. Because, like, all of the...
I mean, quick spoiler that applies to exactly one character, but you can also tell by skin color.
Yeah, that's also true.
Alfred is long gone, and this
But,
a
the...
cup of honey wine to trap some wasps.
Where is he?
Like, the main thing I was thinking of is, like, fucking... the Celebrimbor and Shalob versus like I think the cool ranger lady they made up for the game had a name that was like short and like cool sounding.
The loyalty I freely give. His
God,
plan
what
for
was her
him
name?
for the world
Hold on.
is worth the cost of my life.
Then sing your tuneless hymns.
Come, Raven Feeder, do your worst.
Eltariel. Is that who you're thinking of?
No.
Okay, no.
I-
You didn't get as far as I thought.
Oh, okay. I think I met her,
She's
but that's not the
cool-
one who I'm thinking of. Like the daughter of the captain.
Oh, there's a lady named Deidril.
Yeah, her.
I would not have described her as a cool ranger lady.
It's
I think
fine.
the only thing she does in the entire game that I remember is get captured.
She just became like captain because her dad betrayed everybody for Sauron or something.
Yeah, but then I think all she does after that is just get captured and you have to go rescue her and then she leaves.
I don't know. You know what else is a lame name? Goodwin.
It's not great.
Ow, God.
Alright, time to remember how to play this Immortals game. It's been a bit. I was doing a lot of Cyberpunk.
Makes sense.
And then I found out about the latest in the Cyberpunk bugs.
Da-da-da.
Did you see that?
I did.
Where if your save file gets more than 8 megabytes, it gets corrupted and you just can't play the game anymore. So hey, here's our big open world game with a crafting system and a bunch of items and clothes. Don't use any of it. If you use it too much, it'll die. It's ridiculous that that is a problem they have, considering that is a problem that Skyrim had on the PS3.
Yup.
Like, seriously? Nobody learned from this? I understand that you were different developers, but like, come the fuck off.
By my death, my lord may live.
How do I crouch?
He threw you in my path. For what? He only delays what is
Alright,
inevitable.
buttons. What button does that?
I'm gonna
dodges?
guess circle or B.
Yes.
Okay.
Circle is the crouch.
Because that's what it was in Odyssey.
That makes sense.
This island will never be your home, Eivor. You will not subdue her with vicious force or win her.
Oh, there's a Minotaur here. That's great. That's exactly how I want to learn how to play the game again, is fighting Minotaur.
Shoulder by shoulder against thieves and tyrants, whose envious eyes fall upon England.
If I must strike down all of England to subdue her, let it begin with you.
Oh Lord, into your hands I commit my spirit.
Shanked.
Men of Wessex! They came from every house and hovel!
Well, this has gone poorly. Although that lady did a sick Captain America shield thing. That's the opposite of falling back. Oh, lady. That's bad. That's... I don't think you lived through that in this time period. Oh, you definitely don't live through that.
I need you fighting with the rest!
These men will not surrender. Let's end this.
I will find a way in!
I will use the door.
To attack us on our holy feast, eh?
Ow.
Together, lad!
Go away.
You will regret this unholy interruption! Leave me be, I'm no threat to you!
Oh, I guess I don't have to put him anywhere.
I need to see if Broder has taken the garrison.
Do. Alright, bye.
Did you see Alfred? No. The Saxon boys were ambushed. One lays wounded. Hold these men back! I will find them!
Oh no.
Grunwald, come! Get on!
That shit kid is dying.
Which one?
The the one who's alive.
Around my eyes. It frightens me.
The blonde one.
I should have been quicker.
No. No. You were my staunch protector, Ellerich.
Eivor, have you seen graver bliss?
I will carry him.
The blonde one who we didn't vote for as the
Oh, that guy. Yeah.
Listen to me. You survived the Battle of Bottlestun. Do not let this scratch best you now.
I'm so cold. Has winter come so soon?
You will warm yourself with mead and dancing yet, my friend.
Perhaps not, Eivor. It may be I will sit beside my father soon. Will he be proud of me?
He will pull you to his breast, sob bright words of welcome, and tell you no man ever had a worthier son.
I am glad to have known you, Eivor.
I also find it very weird that I feel like this game has been way into just murdering all of the people you have met in the video over the course of the video game, like in these last missions.
I mean, I feel like that's kind of the point of these last missions, because Ivor has to, like, end up in America alone somewhere. So it's like, you... Also, I mean, spoilers, the Vikings don't conquer England.
But yeah.
Broder has taken the garrison.
So, you know, you kind of gotta go.
Broder has taken the garrison.
Like, you never win this game. I mean, I understand the Assassin's Creed games don't give a damn for historical accuracy, but I feel like they'd be hard pressed to pull off an alternate history where the Vikings conquered England.
What can I do? I will find someone to open the gates from the inside.
Hurry! These waves of reinforcements are hell sent!
How do I get up in there? Like this.
Let's strip the dog up! Ready, move! Jesus God, my clothes! We have
Also related to historical accuracy, are you telling me nobody fist fought the Pope in an underground bunker?
I'm
Underground
saying that
alien
might not have
bunker?
happened. Look, that might have happened, just not the way Assassin's Creed told it.
Are you telling me pirates weren't necessarily on the up and up?
Stays under our control.
They may have been bad
Tell the
guys.
others.
Pirates may have been heels.
They may have just stole shit. telling me Alexander Graham Bell didn't invent a grappling hook?
Maybe.
Get behind me, you can.
The only historically accurate thing that happened in Assassin's Creed Syndicate was that time that one guy successfully hypnotized you.
God damn it.
These things defy our god and king. Time is damn you. You will not rout us, interlopers. Not on this yes. Stand true! God protects us on his day of feast! Interlopers! Not on this Christmas!
It's not Christmas yet.
Stand true!
They are fleeing! The last of the Saxons are fleeing! The battle is won!
Oh my god, why are there... I like how everyone's like, no, we got him though, they're running away, as like 5 more dudes just run in.
They are routed! The city is ours! Wessex will follow!
Guthrum Jarl, we're not without losses. Some of them grave.
Their king is fled! His patsy struck down! Defeat rings loud in their ears, and I will be their lord before the spring is here!
Guthrum, hear me. Soma is...
Isn't this that guy who ran away earlier because he was like, no, we gotta fight smart?
Yes.
Soma?
Great.
Dead? She has gone to the endless feast, and is the better for it.
Many fought for us and died. They deserve peace.
Are you ready to honor them?
Yes, there's nothing more to say.
Time to send our friends to their great reward. Will you do the honors?
Nothing awaits them. They lived, they died. And now their bodies will burn to cinders. Their saga ends here.
Well, do not share that with them.
God damn it, Guthrum. Hey, Chuck Taylor.
Victory is ours. But it came at a great cost. Soma Jarlskona, who stood at Guthrum's right hand.
At least Chuck Taylor lived through this, so he may one day say shit on TNT.
It's...
And to your warrior, husband.
Wait, when did Hjor die?
He made the ultimate sacrifice. I hear it.
When did that happen? That was weird.
And to Hunwald, whose kind heart has now led him to his father's side. May his God welcome him with open arms. Let us send them on their way. All our beloved dead. Our fallen warriors. And speed them to their end.
Also, like, not gonna lie, if your massive losses are like 7 people, I feel like that's all in
It's
all, like
fine.
that kind of came out okay comparatively.
Yeah, but they were people with names.
3 of them. Most of them didn't have names.
Aw.
Guthrum.
When the Reeve died, did he take comfort in knowing he would soon see his god?
He was strangely peaceful in the end, as if death meant nothing.
We stumble through our years, ravenous, grasping, spilling blood, stealing gold, and it is never enough. This life is never enough. Would it not soothe you to know there is something beyond all this? Not war and valor, but quiet and peace?
I think the afterlife men hope for is only a reflection of their regret in this life. All I wish for now is to live among the friends I have made. That is what counts.
Alfred made me swear fealty upon the cross of their god's son. He held such
In-depth religious discussion from Assassin's Creed is...
between my fingers, as if I had pulled it from the
I
fire.
feel like you got pranked is what that is. Just like
Gone in an instant.
Alfred was just like, I'm gonna set this cross like in fire for a little bit and then pull it out and then give it to him and be like, man, it felt like burning.
Is my final home, Eivor. And I will do what it takes to remain.
I should return to Swanborough and tell her of Valhalla's fate. Better the news comes from me than a stranger.
Oh. Oh, jeez, I gotta go tell that dude's Dane wife about that he died. But hey, we're basically to the point where all we have to do is kill all the Orders of Ancients.
And
That
how
are
many of those
left.
guys are left?
Hold on. 3, 6, 9, 13.
Oh, that's okay. That's a chunk.
It's...
Are they pre-located or?
They are pre-located.
Nice.
And none of them have, like, missions or anything. It's just run up to them in the world and kill them. So...
Alright. Okay, then.
I don't think this is actually going to take that long.
Swanborough,
No.
Well...
Or so you think, until you stab one of those guys and he like, explodes into a cloud of like scarecrow gas, and then there's like a whole second mission chain associated with killing that guy.
God damn it.
No. My poor swan. Oh, gods.
Lady is not taking it well.
She's really not. Like, lady, you went to war.
tide to secure a victory.
You know that happens, right?
Died a hero, and will be so remembered.
I should leave you alone.
I know he would have fainted to hear such praise.
No, he was super cool, though.
Thank you, Eivor.
Like, he's still kind of a shit, but also...
Yes. The lucky man. I imagine he does.
I know words are a poor salve for a wounded heart. I'll leave you to mourn, and know that we're here for you, always, should you need us.
Okay, bye.
We'll always be here for you. Except for me, I'm going to America. Gonna build a nice hut. Settle down, you know.
The collective we will always be here for you.
Other people will be here for you. I will tell people to be here for you.
Pleasure to
Hamptonshire has fallen, and with it the kingdom of Wessex. But the cost was great, maybe too great for all we gained.
rest then. You have earned it.
On the backs of so many. Time will tell if it was worth it.
Complete the hidden content in England, Norway, and beyond. Fuck.
What's the hidden content?
I don't know.
Oh, fun.
I'm hoping nothing.
Maybe that meant the mysteries and stuff.
That probably meant like all the mysteries and world events and whatnot.
Mm-hmm. Because it was like hunt the Order of the Ancients and also do this. So you know, I can't believe they still just got the leader of the Order shadowed out down there.
Who could it be?
Anybody, I guess.
Did they have the awkward shadow
I was gonna make
things in
I was
Odyssey?
gonna make a joke. Huh?
Do they have the awkward
What?
shadow, like the shadow stuff in Odyssey?
Yeah, pretty sure.
I don't...
Well, but back then it made more sense because everyone wore masks, so the shadow things were just people in masks. You couldn't actually see their faces.
This is true.
So, you know, they were shadowed out, but that was a secondary thing compared to they all have masks on.
Sorry, I interrupted a train of thought you were having.
You interrupted me like 5 times.
I know, I'm sorry.
What was I gonna say? What were you talking about immediately before that?
Order of
I
Ancients
was gonna make a
and...
joke regarding the leader of the Order of the Ancients and the who could it be. My brain immediately went to Stephen Hawking for some reason, because I wouldn't put it past them to make him a Templar in this series. But I then remembered, did you ever see the secret boss fight in SMT4 Apocalypse against Stephen Hawking?
No.
There's a secret boss fight against Stephen. He's in his wheelchair and everything, and you're having your big dumb boss fight with him.
Mm-hmm.
You know what phase 2 of the boss fight is?
Does he stand up?
Yes.
Great.
Phase 2 of the boss fight is Stephen Hawking gets out of his wheelchair to fight you. I think that might be one of my favorite dumb things ever.
All right, 1 down, 12 to go.
I cared
All
for
right.
my family. Just my family. I love
I think we're gonna go back to the awkward poof animations as well.
The Order's command.
Aww.
Not worthy of love.
you are a Dane. How can you speak of the value of a life? All are ranked as less than the axe to you.
Not true. I see honor in many people, many places.
No, family means something to me
You
though.
have proved here that your compassion has a hard and brutal limit.
Poof. Oh yeah, that lady's like right next to a fast travel point. That's useful. Hold on, I don't care about any of you people. There's only one person here that I care about murdering, and it's you! Sniper Elite.
These hidden ones, is that who you slave for?
I slave for none. I am scrubbing England clean of its filth. for the
Bleach
sake of
England.
Ah, listen. Do you hear? The excuses of a mind enslaved.
I should probably look at the fun clues. Highly religious area, works in Kent. The rake is a woman. The rake works at the ruins of a church. I think the rake is a lady in a church.
Potentially.
Which is, you know, very fitting for the Warden of Faith. Some fucking Delian League shit
You know,
right
these
there.
are... Yeah, I was gonna say, these are some important clues that need to be figured out before you can pinpoint this person's identity.
Oh, man. See, at least like with Gorm, it was like, oh, this guy knows Eivor personally. Like, this guy is not in England. Like, stuff that kind of made sense.
Mm-hmm.
And, or like, was interesting clues. And then in this case, like, hang on, I want to look at the other order people. So this is the, okay, Warden of Wealth. Okay, that, you know, that one at least is like, oh, he talks about his clothes. The Warden of Law. The Warden of Law, it turns out, is a sheriff.
No. I mean, you know, could have been a judge or like a mayor. There were other options there.
Apparently there is a Christmas Best of the Worst that is 90 minutes long.
Whoa. I'll probably watch that whenever I'm done watching this then.
Makes sense.
Well, I'll probably take a shower and then watch that, because if I watch that first after this, then I'll probably be way too tired to take a shower afterwards.
Also makes
It's important
sense.
to prioritize these things.
Eh. Coming for you, whatever your name is, that I don't want to open the menu and check, because I want to just kill you. Their name will pop up in the subtitles when I find them. It'll be fine. Man, that is... We passed by the region of Treehouse Shop. I just remembered, like, the side thing that was tied to, and it'd be really funny if one of those... Because it's just, like, a bunch of kids who run this Treehouse Shop.
Gotta stab one of those kids.
I gotta stab one of those kids. One of the kids had a... or no, I think it was a treasure map, not a Order of Ancients clue, but it would have been funny. Well, that guy almost clipped through the ground, and that would have been really unfortunate.
I sought pleasure
Benasek.
with the silver I received from the Order. I shared it too with many in need.
Do not be blinded by the gleam of your bloodlust. Shared silver always comes at a cost.
What of it? I forged good from what you call evil. Lives were improved, lives worth more than the silver that paid for them. I do not regret the lives lost for the charity gained.
Sister Blazeswith, the Archbishop's Shadow. This is the ruler of the... Oh, my hair is clipping through my... Whoop. None of that seemed right.
Oh man, speaking of fun, weird bugs, when I was doing the Cyberpunk earlier briefly, while my internet was out, there was a real fun bit where a cutscene happened, and I was very confused because I was talking to somebody, but I couldn't see where they were. And then things in the environment just started shifting around of their own free will, and I realized the person I was supposed to be talking to had just not loaded into the scene. So they were just invisible for the entire cutscene that I was trying to like communicate with them, and it was very weird.
That's great.
It was a good time.
Hey, remember in Assassin's Creed Odyssey where you didn't take fall damage?
It was nice.
It was a really good time.
Did you take some fall damage?
I might have taken some fall damage.
You gotta watch out for that stuff.
It's very important. Like, I honestly do wonder if, like, it was just some... like, oh no, we made the protagonist too cool.
I don't know what the hell the deal is, honestly.
It's so weird.
I want to find the person who was unhappy with just not taking fall damage. I want to punch them.
Whoops, hold on. No signal.
What? You want more signal than none?
I do. It's like I want more bitrate than none, but I have more bitrate than none. I've apparently only dropped 74 frames thus far.
Oh.
It's a good number.
It's a pretty good number.
That was some Hitman shit I just did there.
The Archbishop never suspected my heresy. I kept secrets as I gathered believers. I appeared so pious my eyes bled for him, but I've never felt as much love
What?
for his God. Not like I do the old gods.
Please define feeling so pious your eyes bleed.
Creators. Your life was a lie, you mean. You threw your honor into the ocean. When I told the Archbishop my true belief, he was horrified. So I silenced him.
That silence comes for you now.
But hey, look at that. We're already we're down to just 9. We got a new clue about the father must answer to someone above him. What? That's a weird one.
It is.
I don't know why the cloak just breaks in the loading screen, because like the character will like we'll do the animation for taking the hood off, and then it won't come off for like a solid second. And then it'll just magically fly back.
To be fair, how cool of a power would it be if you just telekinetically put on and take off your hood?
That'd be great. I would do that all the time. Okay, so I feel like I like just doing it to mess with people would be fun, but the actual thing I would use it for is like when it's raining and the wind blows like my rain hood off, I just use my telekinetic powers
just constantly hold it up.
Yeah. That seems like that would be the actual good use of that power.
Yeah.
Hey! Oh, right in the neck. Let me just Mortal Kombat X-ray that man.
The first man I killed for my order, I cried and wept after trying to hold back the tears. But I told myself, I am merely acting upon a foretold destiny.
This man is very Scottish.
The whim of greater gods. My actions are simply pebbles.
Pebbles that wash away in the surf, as harmless as dust.
Pebbles were once bedrock. As for you.
Time to go assassinate Patrick, my favorite old-timey English member of the Order of Ancients. Doop doo. I'm gonna be super honest as I run around murdering these Order of Ancients people. I'm kind of just thinking about Assassin's Creed Odyssey.
It was a very good game.
It was a very good game.
This game is no Odyssey.
It's not. I would still say it is good, but it's just not.
But that was like a better version of this.
Yeah.
Problem. You don't want your sequel to be a worse version of the game you already made. You generally want it to be the other way around.
Yeah. I also feel like this is the worst of the open worldy ones thus far.
Oh, really?
I would rather play
from Origins Odyssey.
Yeah.
And this.
Yeah.
It's the worst of the Lila trilogy.
Layla, yes. We say it like 5 times in this game.
It's been muted the whole time. I don't know what you're talking about.
But like you can go back and then watch the archive.
Why?
Also, you watched the ending cutscene where they call her Layla.
I wasn't paying attention. I was too busy cheering over the part where she died.
She's not dead though. She's
dead. She's super dead.
No, she's fine.
She got turned into beef jerky stuck to a dumb Assassin's Creed movie Animus arm.
But like fucking what's her face's mom is still preserved.
Was she?
Yeah.
Like she was there, but I'm not sure if we ever stopped to look at her body.
We did.
Like after when Lila was there?
Yeah.
I don't remember that part. Well, because Basim was like a mummy.
Basim was just old.
Well, yeah, so why wouldn't that lady's mom be old?
But, like, still
She's
a
been there
physical
longer.
person.
Yeah, but like a mummy. Like, Basim straight up looked like Mum-Ra.
I imagine they're gonna go back for Layla sooner than fucking 1,200 years.
To carry my family to safety one day.
And what of the orphans you left behind? Do they get
Honestly,
it?
I'm just wondering if the whole, check out alternate timelines thing, is the next Assassin's Creed game just gonna be a what if of, like, what if Desmond was still alive?
Now we are ruled by Christ-beaten bastards.
I don't know.
It's like, we found a way to bring Desmond back, you guys.
It'll be like that dumb original Homecoming thing where they call in all of the protagonists to fucking... What was the thing again?
I don't know what you're talking about.
There was something about, like, the original plot of Homecoming involved, like, calling in fucking Cheryl.
No, I think that was the plot of the second movie, right? I think that was their idea for the plot of the second movie, was that it was going to be like a big dumb psychic battle thing.
I could have sworn that was Homecoming.
It
but-
might be, but I feel like it was the second movie. Alright, how do I get in there?
Either way, one of the bad Silent Hill things.
Oh yeah.
Like back when Silent Hill Homecoming was Silent Hill 5, which, boy, they avoided disaster on that front. I don't know why this was making the rounds on Twitter again, but the Giant Bomb tries to guess a number between 1 and 25 in like 40-something guesses was making the rounds on Twitter again. And
That's pretty good.
It's just very funny seeing like the data graphed out of like
How many times different numbers were guessed.
yeah. And how there's like there were still like 2 numbers neither of them guessed. I like that running through trees makes the water freak out, because screen space reflections. Oh hey, this is the one Orlog guy I played against. I learned from the one Orlog man that I played against that I am terrible at Orlog.
This checks out.
It took me like 3 tries to beat him. I see why it's popular, I just never want to play it again.
Mm-hmm. Did you play enough of it to fight the dude or whatever?
Yeah.
I serve the young
Okay.
Athelred. He will rise one day.
I was kind of honestly worried from the way you mentioned it that it was going to be like you have to win an Orlog tournament or something.
No, it's just one dude. And then you... It's
like
funny...
a full-on Final Fantasy VIII thing. You've got to go fight the King of Cards.
Is that a thing in Final Fantasy VIII?
It's not like a main story thing, but it's a dumb thing, yes.
Great.
Because they're like, oh, we have this dumb card minigame. In order to get to the end of the dumb card minigame, you have to defeat the, like, ultimate card master, who is your, like, teacher, who has the hots for Squall.
Oh, the one that's in your party?
Yeah. Keistis. Best character in Final Fantasy VIII.
You just say that because she's blonde and has a whip.
It's maybe true. You don't know. Can't prove that in a court of law.
I think I can.
How do I get this metal block to stay on the steps? Damn you, simple physics puzzle. Alright, maybe if I use a magical clone of myself as a doorstop. Damn it!
Didn't work.
Aha!
Oh, did work.
Yes, the box is sitting on top of my clone who fell over on the steps, but that works. Maybe. Fuck.
Doot. I'm coming for you, Tatfrid. That's a terrible name, but you're gonna get it. Over there playing his musical instruments. Bam! That's what I think about your musical instruments.
You won. I can see defeat. When Scops mention me, they will sing of my conquests.
Cowards do not need sagas.
I am no coward. In a long-lost battle for Wessex, I was the victor. The Scot could speak of that time. Focus on my lost honor.
No. I'll leave your reputation as it is, here in the blood-blackened mud.
Let's see our new clue for the Alfred. I mean, oh, he's highly educated. The father. Oops, order. Oh, did I not? I don't think I pinged that dude. We've got 5 left! I think we can do this in maybe less than 2 hours.
Maybe.
Hopefully less than 2 hours. That is untrue. You cannot climb almost anything in the world by pressing A and running at it. I feel like you can climb a not majority of the things in this video game.
Speaking of games where you actually can climb pretty much anything, I'm still enjoying this game. I've thought about picking up Valhalla multiple times, but every time I think about it, I'm like, but I would probably just have more fun with this game playing this.
Well, you don't want to hang out in ye old England for 200 hours.
I don't really want to go visit Nottinghamshire.
But Nottinghamshire, though.
Yeah, no thanks. I'm good.
You can meet Little John up in Nottinghamshire.
No, right, I forgot about that. That was the thing you did.
You can meet a professional baseball man who's in the video game for some reason. Oh, the door's barred.
Motherfucker!
That's an issue. Or is it? Hey, what's up? You just sniper elite this man.
If an evil man brings you biscuits, do you give them to your
What?
children?
I would not let good food go to waste.
I would let my children starve.
Yo, what's up?
I killed this man, and the first thing he says in the frozen time is...
Oh, no, I saw it. I saw what he said.
Okay.
I would let my children starve.
This is very weird.
Now that you stabbed me, solve my moral conundrum.
Basically.
Does Ubisoft make any, like, weird futuristic style games, by the way?
Hyperscape?
Maybe. I got, like, a weird, like, not super futuristic, but, like, very clearly some kind of weird alien/futuristic suit of armor in the Immortals game. It's just, like, unknown visitor armor, which feels like it's clearly supposed to be a reference to something, but I don't get it.
Watch Dogs, maybe?
No, it's, like, much more futuristic. It looks like, kind of like Mass Effect armor, honestly. It's black and red, like, that was my first thought, was it looks kind of like Norman armor.
Maybe
But
it's...
Ubisoft has nothing to do with Mass Effect.
Maybe
so...
it's like, it's one of, like, the Tom Clancy, like, Advanced Warfighter or something.
Maybe. Whatever reference it is apparently subtle enough that I'm looking at it like, yeah.
Ubisoft have
Alright,
anything
one
to
more
do
puzzle
with
solved.
Haze?
Offa told everyone he was Christian. He was not. He was one of us. He only wanted the silver and the sword. for his men of
What did you say it was called? The...
Kept his tradition.
Unknown Visitor.
Without flinching, without hesitating. Offa would be proud of me.
You must have seen one.
Like, there's no really distinguishing features, it's just very clearly some kind of vaguely futuristic looking armor set.
I don't think that's a reference. It just looks like a vaguely futuristic
Okay.
armor set.
It's just very odd. I felt like it should have been a reference or something, because it's just, you know... Like, it's if it wasn't for, like, Unknown Visitor, then I'd be like, okay, it's just some kind of weird alien set, but, like...
It could just be like, maybe they were vaguely inspired by, like, Isu stuff. It does kind of look like
Could
maybe
be,
like
yeah.
the Isu armor from Origins.
Yeah, it's got, like, the weird metal kind of pauldron things going on, and... I don't know, it's weird, and I was like, that feels like it's probably a reference, but I don't get it. Maybe it's not. Maybe it's just, you know... just there. Alright, what's up over here?
Also, I just realized that, like, the other futuristic-y Ubisoft game I could think of is that Starlink game. Which, man, remember Starlink?
Vaguely.
I have an R-Wing.
Sadly, I don't think this game is gonna let me dress up like Star Fox.
Damn it. Only on the Switch version.
Honestly, had I remembered there was actually a Switch version of this Immortals game, I probably would have got it there. But I honestly forgot. Generally, if I get the chance, I'll pick up something on the Switch before I'll pick it up somewhere else.
I got it on the PS5 because seemed like the type of thing to do.
It keeps people well placed. It is not truth, but true power.
You desecrate the very purpose of life.
No, no, no. I place power on power. The great becomes greater. You will see.
Two left. Reeve Derby.
I'm sorry?
Reeve Derby the Vice.
Oh, do you have his name?
Yeah, well, I mean, we already had his name because one of the clues was his name is Reeve Derby, but now we have his face.
Ah.
It's the last one before the big one. And then finally we will be free of this fucking video game.
It's been a long game.
Getting from there to here.
I was waiting for that.
You had to...
I said it, and then I thought about it, and then I was like, it's gonna happen, isn't it?
Yeah.
And yes.
I feel like... I mean, you can look at the fucking title of the video, like... Very rarely do things I stream ever hit part 20.
Yeah, this is kind of gone.
And, like, I feel like the only things that got close were, like, Odyssey, but that was because I did a DLC.
Oh yeah, I mean, well, obviously you're gonna have to come back to this for DLCs.
If they put the season pass on sale for, like, $10, like they did for Odyssey, then sure. That is the only reason I did that Odyssey DLC stream, was because it was, they put it on, like, a giant sale, and I was like, oh, okay. Same with Syndicate, actually. Whoops. There we go.
Fuck.
I'm puzzling bad.
I've got to remember to hold down the magnet button whenever I grab a heavy object in this game and try to pull it to me from a distance. Because I keep letting go of L1 before it actually, like, locks into my hands. So I just end up sending whatever I'm trying to pick up catapulting over my head off into the distance. Because, like, I get it going, I get it pulled so the momentum starts, and then I just forget to hold the button. It just sends it flying past me. Reeve Derby, you sound like a loser.
A little bit. The father holds a position of power.
Oh.
think I get the last clue.
No.
Whoa. You okay over there?
That was a cup.
Okay. And so basically, hopefully I get this last clue via giving Hytham all of these fucking medallions.
Oh, right. If that doesn't happen, it means you fucked up, right?
Yeah. And then we go, well, I mean, it's pretty clear who the thing is, who the person is.
Let's just not stab that guy and pretend that we did.
Yeah. I'm not gonna talk to you. Instead, I need to talk to Hytham.
Did Basim contact you in Norway? He said he would be joining you. Yet here you are, and I have no...
Is Hytham not at all upset that you murdered Basim, by the way?
Yeah, I don't think he had heard.
Okay.
And now we are telling him.
Imagined or real.
You mean you slew him yourself?
Sigurd and I, together. I know this comes as a...
I do not understand. Why would he do such a thing? He loved Sigurd.
I like that Hytham turned out to be totally okay, which, I mean, on the other hand, it totally makes sense that Hytham turned out okay, because, like, Edward didn't know that Hytham would become,
Yet to do so meant working with King
Your poor fellow
a sick
soldier
Templar.
led you to the
Yeah.
King of Wessex? How very strange. He, or she, is toying with you, it seems.
Keep this. It serves your cause better than it does my pocket.
One more gone. The world is brighter for it. As a token of my deep gratitude, I want you to have this. Keep this
Hey,
up
cool,
and the land
thanks.
will be free of these monsters.
Here. This marks fewer members of the Order.
Ah, good. I hope this one did not give you too much trouble. As a token of my deep gratitude, I want you to have this. There are more medallions to collect.
Keep this. It serves your cause better than it does my pocket.
It gives me joy to hear from you. As a token of my deep gratitude, I want you to have
camera.
this.
Wow.
Thank you. I expect there are yet more to claim.
Camera.
Now, where in the world are these giant glowing horses at?
I have to go.
Then go in peace.
Uh-oh.
Not those giant horses.
Where did Hytham go?
Away.
Also,
I have found an entirely new kind of way for this to bug out. Oh, up there. That makes sense.
Shit.
Well, that's it for Assassin's Creed Valhalla.
Hytham.
Maybe if you reload the game, you'll be back? Just cyberpunk it. Reload the game until it works.
Well, this doesn't seem like a good sign. I'm just gonna Google real quick.
All right. You may be waiting for another patch in the near future.
Bug.
Maybe he just moved somewhere else.
But like, I have his quest. Like,
oh, you have him like tracked. He's right there. But
yeah.
Not.
Oh, wait. Okay. Hold on. I think.
Oh, look at you, Chewie.
Here we go. We're good.
Uh-huh.
Everything's fine.
What is it?
All right.
Hytham just vanished, and then it turns out he was chilling at the Longhouse.
Okay.
It is not the recipient I find strange. It is the sender. The letter is signed a poor fellow soldier of Christ.
Ah, a mysterious partner.
For a short time, I hoped it might be Basim feeding us the names of these targets.
But no, he's super dead.
He seemed the most likely man for a time.
Only one way to discover the truth. Thank you, Hytham. I'll take care of this.
Come to Athelney in the northwest of Hamptonshire. Blessings be upon you. Let me just do that real quick. Okay. World. I guess that's why the camera freaked out when I gave him the second to last bunch of order medallions, because he just teleported over to the Longhouse.
Bit right. You roboted super hard
Oh, damn it.
The stream is still going. It's just I could not understand like a word you just said.
Oh. I wonder if that was why he the camera freaked out. Because I gave him the next to last.
Him, like, teleporting to another scene.
It was him teleporting over to the Longhouse. I'm glad I googled that, because I would have never thought to just like go to the Longhouse, because I never go to the Longhouse unless I'm turning in a quest for Randvi.
See, I thought he might have just moved somewhere else, but then you were like, "No, his quest marker is pointed right here." So I was like, "Oh,
well, his quest marker was pointed nowhere. Was the issue there?"
Oh, okay.
For all I knew, Hytham just vanished.
Into the void.
I'm just gonna call my horse, because I feel like I don't call my horse enough in these video games.
I mean, they're not super handy.
Yeah. But on the other hand, I feel like I've cut my travel time to this weird town and far away from any fast travel point in like a quarter. Excuse me. Bless you.
Thank you. was hanging out with dogs earlier today, so my allergies are still off.
I was playing with my cat earlier today. My cat plays fetch. It is the weirdest thing.
It's not that weird.
Like we throw like a little softball up the stairs, and she like chases after it and tries to catch it, and then when she gets bored of like having caught it, she like bats it back down the stairs. And it's very adorable.
All right there?
Yes. Hello. I do not mean to intrude, but I'm looking for someone.
And who would that be then?
I do not know exactly.
Well, that'd be why you ain't found him. But you're free to pass the time just here if you like.
Thank you.
Oh, apparently related to Switch versions of video games. That Toho game, that Toho Luna Nights,
Yeah,
has come out on Switch.
Okay. Still need to finish that.
I also do.
No need, love. We leave the butter for meal time.
I look forward to it.
Hey, look, it's King Alfred.
I'll leave you to this.
What?
If you need me, I'll be doing the washing up next door.
Quite a step down from your former work, Lord.
As their guest, I volunteered to help with the daily chores. They offer me a bed. I tend the cakes.
Do they not feel strange giving orders to their king? Or do they know?
That knowledge would benefit no one.
I read your message. You went through a great deal of trouble to obscure yourself as this poor soldier of Christ. As I remember, you even sent yourself one of these letters in Winchester. A clever touch.
The Order wanted me dead. I had to be careful.
The Order that I run wanted me dead.
About the Order then. Pled ignorance. But you knew everything. Their names, their schemes.
Would you join me for a walk? You look well, Eivor.
I am. The wars have ended, and my settlement thrives.
The wars have not ended. You have simply stopped fighting. But men are brewing plots in mead halls and bedrooms. You will see.
Hot.
How are you, Alfred? Getting used to the idea of being unremarkable.
I am well. Better than I expected. In this exile, I have found a somewhat nourishing peace. Each morning, I am awakened by the sun and growling cormorants. I bathe in the chilly water of the marsh. I eat from shrubs and drink from buckets. It is a good life. Simple. Blessed. I've never been so far west. I find it quite peaceful here. Calming.
I've traveled a long way to hear one name, Alfred. Who is the Order's Grand Magister?
It's me!
Tell your shadowy friends that England is swept clean. Your work is done.
You?
Grand Magister was not a title I desired. It passed to me on the death of my brother. From my father before him. Defilers of God's majesty and grandeur. I was their master, and I loathed them. With Goodwin, I set a plan in motion to destroy the Order from within. But my troubles with the Danes delayed that plan.
But your trouble with this Dane is what led to their demise.
You are Norse, are you not?
You have a good ear.
Yeah.
I owe you my thanks, Eivor. For that, I give you this. The key to my stone.
The animation wasn't quite right.
Understand the good you have done. With the Order all but destroyed, You have made room for a greater idea. One to take its place.
We're gonna call ourselves Templars.
Inspired by God for the betterment of man.
With a poor fellow soldier at its head.
You have saved England. Whether or not that was your intent. Now let England save you.
England is no more, Lord. You're the last of her kings, and yet you have no kingdom.
Look around you. God's works are wondrous. They cannot be ignored, nor resisted. In time, all those who accept God will flourish, and all those who defy him will fall away. Should you remain in England, you too will one day be her subject.
Oh, bloody crumbs! The cakes are burned! Where is that man? Young man, where have you gone?
That may have earned me a night of washing linens. I do not know if we shall meet again, Eivor. God willing, we will.
The leaf isn't
As
looking
one
right.
lord to another, perhaps. I'm coming, my lady. I'm here.
We're gonna go to that dude's study and he's gonna be like, I'm going to found a new order. It's called the Templars.
Probably.
Also, these lily pads don't look right either.
Look, it's the end of the game. They knew like 1% of players were going to play this much of it. This stuff doesn't have to look right.
Good lady, forgive me. I was lost in thought.
No matter.
How do I...
We are well into phoning it in territory now.
Direct me, and I will obey.
I can't fast travel. Why can I not fast travel? Is something gonna happen as I run over to... This is very weird. Also, I'm just gonna cheat slightly again. Valhalla, Winchester. No, I want... Oh yeah, that's what I want. I think it's... I can't fast travel because it's playing this dumb song.
Great.
That sounds like a hymn that I should probably know, but I can't place it.
Eh. You've heard one hymn, you've heard them all.
I should not be seen in this area.
Let's look at what is in that dude's study and then give the last medallions to Hytham, assuming I can fast travel. And then call that a stream. Music stopped. Can I fast travel? No.
I should speak with Hytham. Shouldn't be seen. Better be hooded.
Oh, now I can. That's good. Looks like where I need to go is over there. Out of my way. How do I get to the second floor of this building? Oh, with the stairs, probably.
This is it. Alfred's study. What secrets has he kept hidden away?
Letter from Goodwin. I wonder if you read this note when you're playing as a dude Eivor, it's like Eivor Varen's son. Or if it's just always Eivor Varen's daughter.
So I will go ahead and say this, because I don't think they really covered it in the game. But apparently the way they have it is that female Eivor is always the canon Eivor.
Ah.
Like, the reason that you have the option to play as both is
the
that
Odin
because
DNA?
you also have the Odin memory. Yeah. You have the Odin memories, so technically the Animus is picking up on Odin living through these experiences, because technically he did, which is also the same reason you can play as Lady Eivor in Valhalla, or in the Asgard and all that nonsense. Yeah. But I believe the way it's supposed to work, I think, is that female Eivor is the actual canon Eivor, and then the reason you have the male stuff is just because of Odin. So it might just always say, like, Varen's daughter.
Makes sense. You know what? Alfred is funny. Which I guess this does explain how the weird Christian zealots are all like, may the Father of Understanding guide us, and the Father of Understanding was like Alexander the Great.
Rantings and
than I understand.
Which, hey, you know what? That's an interesting wrinkle on the thing. I don't think it was worth it. I don't think it's an interesting enough wrinkle for it to be, you know, fucking 100
many hours of
hours
nonsense.
into the video game, but hey. Alright, Hytham.
Yes, one more. And only because you all have such good taste. Now,
Here you go, buddy.
Is dead, nameless and
But
alone.
let me just talk to this guy about Gorm.
Of the order hewn from the trunk of their dying tree. You are getting closer to the roots.
Here you are, Hytham. The last of the Order's sigils. You'll find King Alfred's among them.
King Alfred? Did our poor fellow soldier lead you to his hiding place?
He did, but they were one and the same. Our poor fellow soldier of Christ was the Grand Magister of the Order of the Ancients.
He turned on his own order. Fascinating.
Not turned so much as trampled. His devotion to Christ and what he calls a universal order set him against them from the start. With all sincerity, he loathed the title and the duty he had inherited and wished them destroyed.
Wonderful. With his abdication, the last stronghold of the Order has been dismantled. All that remain are scraps here and there. And you, Eivor. Now that you have seen our enemy and you understand our cause, I wonder if you would join us. Become a hidden one.
Do I have to cut off my finger?
Goal, Hytham.
If so, no.
It is a kind offer, but I do not believe we fight for quite the same cause. Your creed demands that you keep your triumphs hidden. I prefer my glory to be in plain view for all to see.
If I taught you
I feel like offering to let you join the Assassins now that you've ostensibly, again, dismantled the Templars entirely. Well, the not Templars, you know what I mean.
The Order of
He
Ancients.
literally wiped them out of England, and he's like, okay, now you can join them.
I would give my life in a moment for those I love, and who love me in return. All here, including you, my friend.
I understand you well, Eivor. Very well indeed.
Alright. That'll do it. We did it.
Alright, that's
Assassin's Creed
that's it
Valhalla.
for the Valhalla.
That is
the
it.
end. You're not gonna go finish up 100%.
What percentage are we even at? Let's find out. %. That's
10% left.
It's still an A.
You're so close.
It's still an A. I don't care. Still an A.
All right then.
Oh, on that note, there will probably not be streams for a little bit because this was long and I'm tired.
That was a lot of streaming. I'm not gonna lie.
But we will be back. GBP4A will return. That's our threat to you.
That drip lava. You can't stop us.
You can't. It's impossible. Night, everybody.
Good night, everybody.